Roshan and today I'll be showing you how to make Thai fish cakes. Now these are a great little dish for when you want to prepare something early for a party and also when you've caught too much fish. So first of all we're going to grab some white fish fillets and you have to debone them and remove all skin. And we're just going to pop them into a food processor. And we'll whiz them around for just a few seconds. Just remove that lid, and then we're going to add some fresh chilies, and you can use 1 or 2, whatever you prefer. Some cafe lime leaves and some fresh ginger, garlic, and roasted cumin seeds powder and some coriander seeds that have been crushed up as well. 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. And some red curry paste. You can add 1 or 2, depending. Okay, so now we're going to add some fresh coriander, and you do use the stalks for this. They've got a richer flavour. So just roughly chop them. It's all going in the blender, so it doesn't matter too much. Until it comes together. So in a large metal bowl, I've just put about 1.5 cups of cooked rice, and to make it yellow, I've added about 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder and a knob of butter when cooking, and it's just gone perfect and fluffy. And to make the fish cakes, we will use it when it's a bit cooler and lost some of that heat. And then we just add this fish mixture. If I can, here we go. Take the blade out, and I'll just add it to the rice. And then I'm just going to stir it together and blend it. You might need to use your hands for this part. So I'm just going to use my hand now. It's a bit hard to stir this part. So just bringing the rice together with the fish. It's just a traditional Thai recipe, except I've added a few adaptations to it. I've added ginger, even though that's not quite Thai, and I've also added rice where normally they just use the fish without the rice, but this adds a bit of bulk to the mixture. I'm just going to now roll them into little balls. So just grab how big you want to make them. You can make them big or small, it doesn't really matter, just as much as you want. So you just form the little balls and then squish them down into a kind of patty. Put them on a separate plate because they will need to go in the refrigerator for 10 minutes or so. Now these fish cakes are quite filling, so they're about 1 or 2 per person. So you can make them whatever size you like, really. So now the fish cakes are all rolled, we are going to pop them in the fridge for 10 minutes and so they firm up and they won't break when we fry them. And now for the dipping sauce. I've just got some sweet chilli here in a bowl, and I'll just add some lemon juice, making sure no seeds get in. I like to make the dipping sauce nice and simple, so I've also grated a bit of this cucumber, and to get some of the water out I'm just going to squeeze it, and that make sure that the dipping sauce doesn't get too runny. And then I'll mix it together. You can also add some soy sauce to this, or ketchup mayonnaise, whatever you prefer. So now that dipping sauce is done, the fish cake should be ready now. So now I'm going to fry these fish cakes. You need to make sure that your oil is the right temperature, and now that's nice and hot. And when you are frying, you don't want to overpack the fryer. Gently lower in the fish cakes, 1 at a time. In a wok like this, I wouldn't put more than 3 in at a time. Now, when the oil is nice and fresh, it does take a little while for them to go that golden brown. But they're still cooked, but by the 2nd or 3rd batch, they will be more golden. So we just want them to have that nice little crunchy coat on the outside. This one seems done. So just gently put them into some paper towel, let them dry off. So now the fish cakes are all done, I've just put them on a platter with some of the watercress and the dipping sauce, and I've got some lime wedges here and I'll just pop them on the side. And I've also got some of the fresh coriander just to put in the sauce and over the top as a garnish. Now these fish cakes, like I said, can be served hot or cold, and I prefer them cold, but I have some friends for lunch, so now we're going to eat them. Here we go, guys. Now you're hungry.
Oh, wow, that looks yum.
This program was brought to you by Club Marine Insurance, Australia's #1 provider of boating insurance.